There's not a single policy area in this country that doesn't touch a Black body. Folks are like, oh, well, especially some of the folks who were just relentless on social about, well, why are we doing this? We're not immigrants. We were forced here. That is true. But many of us have in our lineage Haitian ancestry, Guyanese ancestry, some type of Caribbean ancestry, Afro-Latino ancestry, straight from the continent ancestry.
Africa.
Right.
Yes.
Because that's really what that boils down to. Even when we talk about Brazil, which was the largest receiver of enslaved people in the belly of ships. So when we think about the many layers, all the many layers, it impacts us. And even if somehow, remarkably, for 5 generations, you don't have any immigrants, let's say that's the case. You have somebody in your community who you see every day at the grocery store, or who drives the school bus, or who cleans the house, or who is the nanny of somebody's children, or who is a healthcare worker, or who is a construction worker, or who is an everyday citizen just minding their business, walking down the block. It touches you. And it is going to change the fabric of many people's neighborhoods in ways that they have no idea, so long as we continue to say, well, this doesn't apply to me. And maybe immigration doesn't apply to you, but these tariffs do. Maybe these tariffs don't apply to you, but how our healthcare does and prescription drugs cost. Like, there's no way that the oppressive regime that we now find ourselves under is not going to touch you in a very real way, especially when we say, well, the safest people that we can count on right now. We know if you're in elected office, you're in a safe place. No, not even on the soil of a private prison right on the outside. Mayor Raz was on the outside, and I know we're going to hear from him, but on the outside of this prison and on city land, and they still found a way to say that he was trespassing. There are people who they are holding in that private prison who are allegedly in violation of their immigration status. They are painting it out. Do you guys remember that show, America's Most Wanted?
I was a producer on that show. Yes, I remember it very well.
Yeah, well, you should remember it. So, Tiff, when they used to hold up the mugshots and the music that comes on.
When y'all used to hold up the mugshot and the music.
I worked for that show. I was a producer for 5 years. Traveled the country with that show.
If you want to remind the listeners.
I just wanted to put it on Tiff. When y'all put them pictures up.
Whatever it is, if you want to tell the story, you can. I'm just saying there was a dramatic effect about it. And these people have dropped us right into an episode of America's Most Wanted. Every time Kristi Noem comes on with her makeup done and a bulletproof vest, child, like that's what they're doing. They're trying to create this dramatic series of America's Most Wanted. And it is at the expense of the child who's not going to get to school the next day because they just stole her mama.
Yeah.
They're abducting humans. That's what's happening right now.
Yes.
And for what?
And shipping them to offshore torture camps. And now because of course, this is kind of the point that I think we're all making. It is not going to stop at migrants. So now the next conversation, but we have to tap into our humanity that we give a shit about them too. We are not big enough in this community, in this country, to fight this fight alone. And inevitably, as we as Black people always know, of course now it's coming to us because now they're in conversations with Rwanda and other countries to ship American citizens who are incarcerated to foreign countries. And who knows? And I'm going to be honest with you all. If I were one of these leaders in Africa, I would be like, yeah, send me all your Black people in prison. Send them all because we're going to build an army. We will train them and build an army.
Now, this is the clip I want cut. This is because, when I tell you right now, I'm going to find every leader of an African nation I can and be like, hey, we have a great idea. I stole Tiff's.
We got a proposal.
I want to start an initiative.
We have a plan.
I'm trying to tell you that.
Especially because we might be next at the rate things are going. We'll talk about that next week. So,
hello.
Y'all want to tune in next week because
you definitely going to want to tune in for this. They have to get us, y'all. We got a story to tell. We can't tell you yet because we need to talk to a lawyer.
Yes.
They done seen some of it.
But they ain't seen all of it.
Oh, Andrew talking about they tried to come from them once. But they might be coming back.
You're right.
No. I don't believe that once is enough. They kill you dead.
Yeah.
Native Land Pod is a production of iHeart Radio in partnership with Reason Choice Media. For more podcasts from iHeart Radio, visit the iHeart Radio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.